No, but well, you can't have any more drama.
And Serena smashes Steffi's record.
Oh, that is scandalous!
When they write the story of the great tennis matches ever played.
Roger Federer, greatest player I've ever seen.
That was simply extraordinary.
Almost not of this planet.
Well, Rod Laver Arena at the Australian Open. Welcome to AO Extra here down on the court. My name is Shura Taft. It's very exciting to be with you because in a few hours we're going to be crowning another champion of the Australian Open here in women's singles. I don't know if you can see behind me, I think he's just off the court now, but Novak Djokovic was out here having a little practice session and it's all getting very, very exciting. Yeah, the crowd loved it. And why wouldn't they? As I stand here next to Nat Edwards, they just love having Novak out here.
Oh, they certainly do, and he's hitting the ball nicely. He's playing around with the crowd. Everyone's loving it. So, but of course, more important things for now. Women's finals night. I am so pumped because this final could go either way. I honestly cannot predict who's going to win this one. I think it'll go to 3.
Well, we're going to dissect this game very shortly with a woman who actually won this tournament many years ago. So we're excited to have Mary Pearce with us. She's in the house as well, so that's going to be great. Now, the Australian Open 2019 has been huge. There's been lots to see and do, as there always is. And the AO Live stage went off last night with Craig David.
Didn't it? It was amazing. He was so good.
Tonight, it's Angus and Julia Stone. Tomorrow, it's Jet. So if you've got a ground pass, you can head over to the AO Live stage and go and see some live music and enjoy yourself down there. Now, also, if you are into the game Fortnite, or your children into the game Fortnite, we know it's taken the world by storm. Tomorrow in Margaret Court Arena is the Fortnite Summer Slam. This is new and amazing. Well, there's a lot of Fortnite fans in the room, I can see. It's $5 entry for kids, and there's going to be some of the biggest names in the game there. Here are some of the names for you, Nat. Fallout, Sandman, Elfish Sky, Vandy.
Dr. Lupo's the only one I know, and I don't really do Fortnite at all, but you can buy tickets, of course, at Ticketek, so make sure you jump on. $400,000 in prize money. That's what's up for grabs.
Loser Fruit is here as well, I believe. There is a 500 grand prize money next door in Margaret Court Arena right now, Fortnite. It's huge, so this whole weekend dedicated to that. So if you're into that, make sure you check it out, $5 to get in. And some of our tennis players are into it as well. Apparently, Alexei Popyrin can play Fortnite pretty well.
Really?
That's from me to you.
Good.
Anyway, as you mentioned, we're all about the finals tonight. It's going to be big, and tomorrow we're going to crown the men's champion as well. And as we head to that, Djokovic has been on court. We saw that. He's taking on Nadal in one of the most mouth-watering finals we've had for many, many years. And this is how these two are looking at this game.
We can promise one thing, and that's knowing both of us that we're going to give absolutely everything out on the court. He's my biggest rival, played so many matches against him, epic matches on this court. Of course, the one that stands out was the finals of 6 hours almost in 2012.
Oh no, you've got to be kidding.
I am doing a lot of things well, but the result says that during my career I did a lot of things very well too.
Playing Rafa requires a different approach. I'm sure it's the same from his side towards me.
I have to keep doing the thing that I am doing. That's my feeling. Just keep playing the way that I am playing.
Playing finals of Grand Slam for the record, you know, you just have the title here, and if you don't get motivated by all these things, then something is wrong.
It really is quite an amazing rivalry, Nat. These two have played so many games together and so many epics. I mean, they were on court for almost 6 hours here a few years ago. And
2012.
It won't happen again because of the way the tie breaks work, but it still is set to be an absolute epic.
Yeah, and they played in the semi-final at Wimbledon last year. That one also went to 5 sets, 10-8 in the 5th set, Djokovic won. So the rivalry is amazing, and you can expect these two are going to go the distance tomorrow.
Very true indeed. Now, as we know, in a few hours' time, it's all about the women's singles, and we've got two incredible stories, two incredible players. We know Naomi Osaka's not come out of nowhere, because we know she's a talent, but she was ranked 72 in the world this time last year, and now she's potentially #1 in the world and an Australian Open champion. Petra Kvitova has had a tough road back from being a double Grand Slam champion. being injured in a robbery attempt and now back in the big stage.
Yeah, as you say, both women have terrific stories. I mean, Petra Kvitova has been in such great form. She hasn't dropped a set at all so far this Australian Open. And of course, you look at Osaka, she's got a really strong serve. That's a strength of her game, but this tournament, she's been broken 13 times. So she's going to have to come out and serve really well tomorrow if she wants to clinch the title.
All right, I want to save some of this women's action because we're going to talk to Mary Pierce about that very shortly. But just quickly, we know the records are there to be broken right now for Novak Djokovic. Federer joined him last year with 6 Australian Opens. They're tied with Roy Emerson, the legend we had on the show last night.
And he doesn't want them to break it either.
He, of course, doesn't want him to break it. He likes sitting there with Federer and Djokovic. But if Djokovic wins tomorrow night, he becomes the first ever 7-time male, because Serena's done it, we know, Grand Slam champion here at the Australian Open. And this is his thoughts on that.
There's no clear favorites now. Now the matches are going to get tougher and tougher, and I'm ready for it. I'm going to be fresh, I'm going to be focused, and ready to take the win. This has been my most successful Grand Slam throughout my career.
He loves this place.
I always try to push myself really to focus here and to play as best as I can so I can really start off the season well.
That was a performance of great courage.
The very essence of why I play the sport, you know, it's love and passion for the game, and I think that I had to really, dig deep to kind of inspire myself even more after an injury and surgery. Having achieved a lot throughout my career, obviously, you know, puts things in a different perspective, but at the same time, I still enjoy playing tennis. I always thought he's a great quality player. I mean, what he has done this tournament is fantastic. I mean, he has won against some top players, of course, Milos and Coric in the last round. And it's funny that we're going to play first time against each other, you know. We've practiced many times, and, you know, we've known each other, obviously, a long time, but here we go.
It's going to be huge, and we'll see what Novak Djokovic can do tomorrow. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, inside Rod Laver Arena, please put your hands together for former Australian Open champion Mary Pierce is in the house.
Thank you.
In her house. It's really your house. I mean, this was your house in 1995. 20 years old when you won the Australian Open.
Yeah, it's incredible. Good evening, everybody. It's just so amazing to be back here. I love this court. It's got such a great feeling. It feels the same than actually when I won here in 95, and just so many great memories.
Well, just quickly on that, because the year before you faced Arantxa Sanchez Vicario as a 19-year-old, and unfortunately didn't win that one, and a year later you're back here in Australia, and this is what happened. Have a look at the screens here.
Volley from Mary Pierce.
And that puts Pierce ahead. So close. Mary Pierce. Oh, gripping forehand down the line from Pierce.
And Open Women's singles champion, Mary Pierce. Would you please applaud Mary Pierce, our new singles champion here at Flinders Park.
There you are, holding Daphne. Can you take yourself back there, Mary?
Oh my goodness, the court was green.
It's changed a little bit.
That's the only difference, I think, from now. But yeah, that was incredible. I think that French Open final the year before that I lost really helped me a lot to be ready mentally and emotionally for that final, where I came in better prepared and dealing and handling my emotions and the pressure and the stress of being in a Grand Slam final much better. And I was able to be focused, clear on my game plan and what I needed to do, and execute it. And yeah, definitely played a great match to win that final.
And also you're part of the class of 2019, inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame, along with Lena and Yevgeny Kafelnikov, which is amazing. I mean, just talk us through how much that means to you.
It's incredible. It means so much to me. It's my whole career being recognized as, well, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, going down in the history books. So for me, that's kind of mind-blowing. It's also very humbling, and I'm very proud to be going to the Hall of Fame this year. It means a lot to me. It's a great reward.
Now, another French Australian Open champion was Amélie Mauresmo. We know she's been coaching Luca Pouille, who unfortunately didn't go through against Nadal, but a really young, rising talent. And it's amazing to see what she's done with Luca. In fact, we've got a little bit about Amélie here on tape.
I played tennis for
16 years now. Coming here, the goal was not to say, okay, let's try to be second week or quarterfinal. It was really to take step by step and try to focus on my game, what I needed to put on the court, and trying to do what I worked so much during the preseason.
It was very important for him, obviously, to pass that first round. Mentally, it was for him a big, I think, a big breakthrough. The weight on his shoulder was pretty heavy to actually finally win one match here.
I think she's bringing a lot of confidence to my game, to my personality, to my state of mind. She's focused on every single ball during the practice, and at the same time there is a cool atmosphere. We can laugh, we can make jokes, but once we go and hit the balls, then we're really into it, and that's good to have the good balance. She's just a great coach.
Oh, too good, Emily.
For me, it's Novak is obviously the biggest opponent you can get here in Australia, having won the title so many times already. We know we have to focus on that. Lucas knows he has to really come up with a big match against Novak, and that's all we're focusing on.
Another great French champion here at the Australian Open, and for you, you're the last French person, male or female, to win the French Open. We're still waiting for an Australian champ. Do you feel that way on your shoulders at all?
Not at all. I feel it as a great honor, and it's a great privilege, and it's something that I'm very proud about.
Well, you're an absolute champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Pierce, let's put our hands together for a former Australian Open champion. You are part of us now because you won it. And while we're there, we should say, this is amazing. Today on the Australia Day, the honours. Roy Emerson was made a Companion of the Order of Australia, which is the highest honour you can get on the Australia Day honours list. And a member of the Order of Australia was Judy Dalton, so part of the tennis family right there. So we should say congratulations to Roy and Judy. That's an amazing achievement from our tennis family to you. That's incredible work. Now, Mary, just quickly, two women are about to step on court. Can you say who wins this one?
I think we were just saying before this, I'm like, I don't know who's going to win this match, but definitely it's going to be an amazing match. I'm excited. I'm very much looking forward to watching this match. It's a beautiful story to see Petra now coming back after having been attacked. Her hand was hurt, not even knowing if she was being able to play tennis again. Now here she's in a Grand Slam final, so I know myself coming back from injuries what it's like, and I know how much more this would mean to her if she could win tonight. And of course, Naomi, super exciting to watch. I predicted her winning a Grand Slam 2 years ago when I commentated a match at the US Open. Within about 5 years, didn't think it was going to happen that quickly. So she's an exciting player to watch, so I'm looking forward to tonight.
Well, we're going to find out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.